Hello there, my friend. Before we dive into anything else, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to take a few moments out of your day to listen, to reflect, and maybe, just maybe, to rediscover something inside of you. Now, I don't know who you are personally. I don't know what kind of day you've had. I don't know what challenges you're carrying on your shoulders, or what hopes are quietly burning in your heart. But what I do know, what I absolutely know, is this. You are not here by accident. You were meant to hear something today that could shift your mindset, spark a new thought, or remind you of the power that's been within you all along. Because no matter who you are, no matter how old you are, no matter where you come from, what your job is, or how many mistakes you've made, you have the power to take the lid off your life. You don't have to stay stuck in that job that drains your soul. You don't have to wake up every day feeling like your life doesn't belong to you. You don't have to live by someone else's definition of success or normal. And you absolutely do not have to settle. Now I know, those are easy words to say. But maybe deep down, there's a quiet voice in you saying, yeah, but I still feel stuck. Something's holding me back. And I get it. Maybe you've been trying for a while. Maybe you've fallen down more times than you can count. Or maybe, and this is the one that gets most people, maybe you've unknowingly put a lid on your own life. A limit, a ceiling, an invisible boundary that's been shaping your choices, your beliefs, and your actions. But what if that lid could be lifted? What if you could rise above everything that's been holding you back? Not by luck, not by chance, but by choice. That's what we're going to explore together in this video. Not just motivation, but clarity. Not just inspiration, but transformation. So I invite you, not just to watch, but to reflect, to feel, to imagine. Because by the end of this message, my hope is that you'll not only believe that change is possible, you'll believe that it's already beginning, right now, inside you. Let's dive in. Let's get honest for a moment. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you come from. You have the power to take the lid off your life. That invisible lid, the one placed there by fear, by doubt, by your past, by what people said or didn't say, it doesn't belong on you. And yet, most people are still living underneath it. So the question is, how do you know if the lid is still on your life? Let me give you a few clues. If you're not excited to wake up in the morning, if you're constantly bored, scrolling, wasting time, waiting for something to happen, if you have so much free time that you're always saying yes to everyone else's plans, but never making time for your own dreams, then the lid is still on. And here's a big one. If every time you share your dream, everyone around you nods in agreement and says, yeah, that makes sense, then guess what? Your dream isn't big enough. Because dreams, real dreams, don't always make sense. They should spark questions. They should sound a little crazy. They should make people say, wait, how are you going to do that? That's how you know you've started to lift the lid. In life, and especially in today's world, you need to build yourself in a way that no one setback can stop you. One of the smartest things you can do is diversify your effort. What does that mean? Don't rely on just one path. Build multiple skills. Build multiple streams of income. Create more value than anyone expects from you. When one door closes, and trust me, it will, you'll already have 5 others you can walk through. This is not just ambition. This is preparation. It's not being paranoid. It's being practical. Because no matter what you're going through right now, it's temporary. Good or bad, everything is going to change. So you have two choices. You can react to change, or you can participate in it. If you wait for things to break before you move, you're always behind. But if you start living your life with change in mind, preparing, evolving, anticipating, then you start leading the change. And that's where freedom lives. We all get the same 24 hours a day, but how we use them, that's what separates people. If you're sleeping 8 hours a night, working 8 hours a day, and wasting the other 8, you're not building anything. Now don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should burn yourself out. I'm saying be intentional. Use your time wisely. Wake up earlier than most. Spend time learning, building, preparing, even just 1 hour a day. That 1 hour every day over 5 years, that's mastery. That's transformation. Rich people, happy people, fulfilled people, they don't have more time than you. They just use it differently. Your dream is bigger than any degree. Yes, education is valuable. Yes, skills matter. But it's your dream that will drive your hunger to learn. It's your dream that will make you stay up late studying, show up early to practice, and keep going when no one's clapping. The Bible says, "A man without vision shall perish." That's not about GPA. That's about having a reason to live, to grow, to fight. So don't ever stop dreaming. Don't ever stop imagining, because that spark in your soul, the one that keeps showing up in your quiet moments, that's not noise. That's your calling. It's when you tie your gift to your dream. Everyone has a gift. That one thing you do so naturally, so effortlessly, that it feels like breathing. It might be your voice, your kindness, your creativity, your ability to organize, to solve, to lead, to inspire. So here's a method that works. Identify your gift. What do people always come to you for? Tie it to a dream. What impact would you love to have in this world? Develop a system. Use your gift daily, serve others, and build consistency. Multiply. Once it works once, do it again. Scale it, repeat it, refine it. This isn't fantasy. This is how authors, artists, entrepreneurs, leaders, how everyday people rise. Your thoughts become things. If you constantly think, "I'm not enough," your actions will follow that script. If you believe, "I can figure this out," your brain will start looking for solutions. That's not just motivation talk. That's neuroscience. So today, ask yourself, what have I been thinking about most? Are my thoughts building my life or breaking it down? Because the first step to taking the lid off your life is not changing the world. It's changing your thoughts. This is your time. Your gift is waiting. Your dream is calling. Now let's go take the lid off, together. Let me share a truth that changed my life, and it can change yours too. Your thoughts become things. Now I know. Some people hear that and immediately roll their eyes. But this isn't wishful thinking. It's not just spiritual. It's not just biblical. This is universal law, unchanging, undeniable, and always at work, whether you believe it or not. It doesn't matter if no one ever told you this before. It doesn't even matter if you believe it yet. The law still works. And the sooner you realize it, the sooner you start taking back control over your life. You are where you are right now, not because of what someone else did, not because of the economy, or your parents, or your boss. You thought yourself here. Your thoughts, repeated over time, shaped your actions. Your actions shaped your habits. And your habits built the life you're living right now. Now that might sound uncomfortable, but it's actually the most empowering truth you'll ever hear. Because if your thinking got you here, that means new thinking can get you anywhere. What are you thinking? Not just right now, but on a daily basis. What's playing on loop inside your head when nobody's watching? Is it doubt? Is it comparison? Is it regret? Or is it possibility, purpose, and persistence? Because whatever you think most consistently, that's where your life is heading. Most of us blow our 20s. We chase the parties, the likes, the excitement, and forget to build anything lasting. Then we hit 30 and start trying to fix everything we neglected before. By 40, we're scrambling to rebuild while time keeps ticking. And by 50, many give up. But it doesn't have to be that way. 1. Get brutally honest. Change always starts with truth. You have to reach a point where you say, I'm tired of myself. I'm tired of this version of me. Not in self-hate, but in self-awareness. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's when the shift begins. 2. Stop comparing your journey. You see your friends buying homes, getting promotions, posting picture-perfect lives. But you don't know what they cry about at night. You don't know if they're really happy. So stop measuring your life with someone else's ruler. Measure it by your own growth. 3. Own your right to succeed. You belong at the table, not after a degree, not after someone says you're ready. Right now, you are. But you must become the best version of yourself. So when you show up, you stay. And that starts with mindset, discipline, and learning the language of success. Yes, success has a language. It's in how you speak, how you carry yourself, and who you surround yourself with. People who talk about ideas, not gossip. People who dream boldly, act daily, and celebrate progress. You become who you spend time with, so spend it wisely. The road to success is never straight. It's bumpy. It's under construction. And sometimes, just when you think you're getting close, you hit a string of setbacks. But don't quit, because bad breaks usually come right before the big breakthrough. That's the test. Don't let temporary failure distract you from permanent purpose. Every single one of us was born with one. That unique thing you do so well, so naturally, that it almost feels unfair. Your gift is the key to your purpose. But here's the problem. Too many people never sign the lease on their gift. They keep looking for it outside themselves, in jobs, in validation, in social media likes. But it's always been inside you. So what do? Sit in silence. Ask yourself, what do I do best with the least amount of effort? That's your gift. Commit to it. Start using it. Start small if you have to, but start. Sharpen it. Read. Practice. Serve. Repeat. Build a system around it. Turn your gift into something that can create value for others. Because success isn't magic. It's commitment plus gift plus time. And if you're young right now, especially in your 20s, listen up. This is the time to go full throttle, to say no to distractions, to build your foundation. Because what you build now, you'll live off for the next 40 years. And trust me, those clubs, those nights out, those distractions, they won't matter in 5 years. But your self-discipline will. In the end, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond. You will stumble. You will fall. You will doubt yourself. But every great person you admire, they've all been there. They just didn't quit. So don't let mistakes define you. Let them refine you. Our thoughts shape your life. Your gift reveals your purpose. Your actions write your legacy. So start today. Change your thoughts. Use your gift. And never again let someone else define what you're capable of. Because your future isn't out there somewhere. It's already inside you. And it starts with one bold thought. You know what's funny? Back when I was in my 20s, I wasn't chasing clubs, but I was still lost in a different way. I didn't know how to visualize my future. I didn't know what a vision board was. I didn't know how powerful it is to see the life you want before you live it. But something changed, and it changed everything. When I was around 24, I joined a company called Amway. And for the first time in my life, someone handed me a self-help book. That moment opened up a door I never even knew existed. I read The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale and The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. Those two books changed the way I thought. And when you change how you think, you change everything. All these self-help books, all the motivation, all the wisdom, it's already in the Bible. Those books just translated it into words I could understand in the moment I needed it. My mother, a Sunday school teacher, used to tell me this stuff all the time. But when I finally saw it from another angle, when I saw it applied to business, life, purpose, it clicked. And here's one powerful idea I never forgot. It takes no more energy to think big than to think small. You can say Volkswagen, you can say Rolls-Royce, same breath, same syllables. So why not think big? If the Bible is true, and it is, and it says, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he," then poor thoughts lead to a poor life. And the moment you shift your thoughts toward wealth, purpose, and faith, you begin the journey toward the life you were meant to live. See, people like to complicate success. They say, you've got to do this, that, jump through these hoops. But the truth is, the Bible and life are both very clear. You don't need a degree in theology. You don't need to understand Greek or Hebrew. You just need to believe that when God says, "I have come that you may have life and have it more abundantly," He's talking to you. Yes, you. Not just the rich. Not just the special. Not just the influencers, the entrepreneurs, the celebrities. You. And no, abundant life doesn't mean you have to be a millionaire. Sometimes it just means you're healthy, joyful, fulfilled. Waking up excited about life, having peace at night, and knowing you're walking in purpose. I've made millions, and yes, it helped. But it didn't make me whole. Purpose did. Do you want to know how to become a millionaire? I'm going to show you the method, and it's so simple you might miss it if you're not paying attention. Step 1. Find one thing you can do, right now, that someone will pay you $10 for. Anything. Babysitting, cutting hair, painting, coaching, writing, walking dogs. Just do it and get that first $10. Step 2. Now take that same skill and repeat it 10 more times. That's $100. Step 3. Repeat that same process again, 10 more times. Now you've got $1,000. Step 4. Do it again, $10,000. By this point, you may need help. That's good. That means you're growing. So now, build a team. Delegate, multiply. Step 5. Repeat it again, the exact same thing, and you'll reach $100,000. And one last time, you guessed it. Do it again. Same method, same gift. Now you're a millionaire. You see, people always think success comes from something fancy, but it doesn't. I started with $25 jokes. One club, one mic, one audience. But I didn't stop. I told those jokes over and over, tightened them, sharpened them. Same language, same voice. no tricks. Until one day, I was earning $25,000 a night, then $100,000, then $250,000 in one night, telling the same jokes because I refused to stop. So what's your $10 skill? Because I promise you, you've got one. You were born with it. God doesn't send a soul to this earth without a gift. That's not how He works. You already have the thing inside you. But too many people talk themselves out of it. They settle for jobs they hate, pretend to be happy. And when those jobs let them go, they're crushed. Not because they lost income, but because they never bet on themselves to begin with. So if you're sitting there, discouraged, unemployed, unsure, celebrate. Because this is your opportunity to return to your gift. This is your invitation to build something that can never be taken from you. So get up, dust yourself off, look in the mirror and say, what do I do best with the least amount of effort? What has God already put inside me? What can I offer someone today, even if it's just $10 worth? Then do it 10 times and keep going. Because the road to wealth, to impact, to purpose, it's not complicated. It just takes belief, consistency, and a willingness to start small and multiply. As we come to the end of this video, I want to leave you with a message that might just change the way you see everything. You are not limited by your circumstances. You are only limited by your thoughts. You were born with a gift. You have something inside you that the world needs. Something that's uniquely yours, placed there by God Himself. The question is not, do you have a gift? The question is, are you willing to honor it, develop it, and use it to change your life? Everything you've heard today boils down to this. Checkmark, take the lid off your life. Start thinking bigger. Stop waiting for someone else to validate your dream. Use what you already have and start building, step by step, from wherever you are, with whatever you've got. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to start and keep going. You can turn a $10 skill into a six-figure business. You can turn a painful past into a powerful purpose. You can turn invisible thoughts into a visible legacy. Because your thoughts become things, and your future starts with a decision. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Thank you for opening your heart, for being honest with yourself, and for choosing to grow, even if just one small step at a time. If this message spoke to you, if it moved you, if it reminded you of who you really are, please like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to the channel so we can keep walking this journey together. This isn't just a video, it's the beginning of something bigger. Keep thinking big, keep dreaming bold, and most of all, keep becoming everything you were created to be. See you in the next video, my friend.